Hello viewers, I on behalf of the Pathfinder Defense Academy, I welcome you to this show. I am Major General S.K. Singh. I am the Senior Advisor or the Senior Faculty Member here. In this presentation today, I shall be covering what all happens in stage 1 of the road show. As you know that stage 1 is very important, and if you are able to clear stage 1, then only you can go to the stage 2 and face all those 3 tests of the GTO, the site and the interview. So hence the stage 1 where almost 90% of you get screened out is very important to understand what all happens in the stage 1, which is also known as the screening stage. So let us go in detail as to what all happens in the stage 1. I will be going very deliberately. In case of any further guidance required, you can always contact the Pathfinder Defense Academy on the numbers given below. So before I proceed, if you like this channel, please subscribe to this Pathfinder Defense Academy channel, and let's go on now. So coming to the stage 1. The stage 1, as you know, this is also called as the screening test. The first test which is held is the OIR test. Now before that we come to the OIR test, let me start what all happens the moment you report to the selection center. In the morning, as you know, the moment you report, there will be hundreds of the students there, hundreds of the candidates there. So you have to first give your documents, get your documents checked, get yourself prepared for the various tests. Now there are basically 2 important tests which are held. The first is the OIR test, that is known as the verbal and the non-verbal test, officers intelligent quotient test. And the next test is held is the picture perception and description and discussion test. The OIR test, it depends on which series of the OIR test you are given. The questions can vary from 30 questions to about 50 questions, and then accordingly the time also varies from 17 minutes to 30 minutes. So it depends which type of series you are being tested upon. So initially you will be taken in a bulk. It depends on the spacing of the auditorium where your OIR test will be held. So about 100 of you or 50 of you in a group you will be going appear for this test, and which will be checked subsequently, and the results will be known later on in the afternoon time. Thereafter, thereafter you will be going for the PP and DT, that is known as a picture perception and discussion test. Now in this test, basically what happens is that you will be writing a story on the picture as you perceive, the theme as you perceive. You have to write a story on that, and thereafter you will be put across through a group discussion in which there will be about 10 to 15 of you will be there, and you say that you come to a common group story. I will be deliberating it upon a little more detail subsequently. Let's see what is the importance of officer intelligence test, OIR test. You see, there are various grading of the OIR test. The first test, if you are standing in OIR 1 means you are an outstanding. In case of OIR 2, you are in an excellent category. OIR 3 is above average. OIR 4 is the average, and of course the OIR 5 is the below average. And generally you should be standing somewhere in the OIR 1 or 2 or at best 3 and nothing below that. Now how does this, what all tests are covered in the OIR test? You see, there are verbal as well as non-verbal. In the verbal category, you have the figures, the analogies, the figure matrix, locating hidden figures, odd one out, classification of data, paper cutting, problem on dice, problem on cubes, visualizing pattern, and the spatial ability. On the other side, on the non-verbal test, you have the completion of the series, the blood relation, shorter and taller problems, logical Venn diagram, jumbled words, coding, decoding, one-word substitution, problem on ranks, interchanging the 2 signs, identification of letters, and reconstruction of the test. So these are the various categories in which from the questions you will be asked in the OIR, and as I had told you, it depends on the set for which you are being tested. Questions may be anything from 30 to 50. Time given 17 minutes to about 22 minutes. What is the importance? You must be thinking as to the OIR test we are giving, but what is the importance? You see, the importance of the OIR test, if you do well in that, it will help you in case you are in a doubtful category.
To explain this further, I will just show you the slide. If you see a candidate 1, if he gets OIR 1 and two of the assessors, that is the psychologist and the G2, has put you as a doubtful and has not cleared you for stage 1, but the IO, interviewing officer, has not recommended you for stage 2. But if you are candidate 1 in OIR category 1, you will be recommended for stage 2. Similar thing happens, let's say a candidate 2 who is in OIR category of 2, he has been doubtful in all the 3. Neither it is no nor it is yes, but doubtful by all the 3 assessors, still you have a chance of getting recommended for stage 2. Similarly for candidate 3, 4 and 5. This is a very rare case. Generally it will not happen. Any candidate who scores OIR 5 and yes by all 3, generally it's very rare. It will never happen. Hence, if you see on the stage 2, roughly 35 to 40 candidates of you will be selected, and in case if all the yeses have been filled up, let's say by 30 candidates, balance, then they go on to the doubtful candidate who all can be fitted for or recommended for stage 2. In that case, then this OIR helps you. Hence, it is very important for you. You must score well in your OIR test. You can practice or join our academy. We will train you, we will master you in this OIR so that at least you score outstanding 1. That is category of 1. Now let us see the second test, which is a picture perception and discussion test. Now viewers, this is very important. This has got, I will break it up into 2 parts. As the name suggests, first is the picture perception. Then second part is your discussion. Hence, this test is held in 2 parts. The first part is the picture perception. That means you will be shown a picture which will be a little hazy. That's what you see. An example has been given here. It will be hazy. You have to identify what is the background, what is the theme. So come to a common theme, and then based on your perception, you are supposed to be writing a story. Now this picture will be shown to you just for 30 seconds. Thereafter, this picture will not be there in front of you. You will be given thereafter 1 minute to fill the box. There is a box before you start writing. You will be given 1 minute time for that, and of course 4 minutes to complete your story based on whatever theme you have selected. Now let us see what all is supposed to be there in the box which you are supposed to fill up. The short form you can understand is SAM, S-A-M. Now S stands for the sex. What all are the main characters, major characters which you are seeing in that picture? In this box you are supposed to put them in the same order, or you can say in the same direction as you see them by means of a dot. Any character who is very clear, or who is outstanding, who is performing the main action, who is the main character of your in the picture, you are supposed to thereafter encircle the dot with a circle. Now all these points and this main circle, you are supposed to be writing what is the sex of the character whom you have identified. So if you have to write M for male, if it is a female, then F, and if you are confused, then best is to write person P. The next thing which you are supposed to be writing next to the male or the sex, that is your age, approximate age. Judge, let's say between 20 to 25, 30 to 35, a broad age pattern. Whatever you see, you assess of the characters who are visible onto the picture. And the last thing which you are supposed to be writing is the mood. You are supposed to write plus for positive, minus for negative, and if it is a neutral, neither plus nor minus, then you write N. So these are the 3 things which you are supposed to be filling in the box. Once you have done that, you write the story. The stories will be collected by the psychologist, and thereafter you will be divided into a group of 10 to 15 of you and taken to a room where a discussion will take place. Now in this discussion, again there are various methodologies of doing it. One is you will be given 1 minute to narrate your story. Aim of this is you check your confidence, you check what is the story which you have written, so that the entire group, they come to know about your theme, your story. One by one, everybody narrates his or her story. Maximum time given is 1 minute. The moment the last candidate has narrated the story, you will be undergoing a discussion. Now, for this discussion, either the discussion can take place in form of the whole group of 50, or the GTO, if he feels, he can always divide you into two subgroups and carry out individual discussion of the two subgroups. Aim is to form a group story. Hence, since it is a discussion, friends, you must keep it in mind that you have to discuss. There is no way out. If you keep quiet, your story may be very good. You may have brought out all those OLQs in your story, but still your selection may be a question mark. Hence, both the part of PP and DT is very important. Your picture has to be, your perception has to be good. Your story has to be good. Story means where you can bring out all those officers-like qualities, OLQs, those 15 OLQs in the hero whomsoever you have selected. And of course, in the discussion, you need to take part. If you do not take part, once again I repeat, your selection may be a little doubtful. So, write a good story, do an active participation in your group, and then only you will be selected. Once all these tests are over, that is the time when you will be, by the time it will be afternoon time. Similarly, the entire course who has reported, the entire batch who has reported to the center, they will report through all these tests. And once everybody has finished, by around afternoon time, everything will be compiled, the results will be compiled, and you will be told who all have been recommended for stage 2. So friends, as we have seen, we have covered in detail about the stage 1, what all are the various tests, what all are the points to keep it in mind. However, if you want to get further guidance, please contact the Pathfinder Defense Academy. We will train you 100% so that your chances of selection is 100% for the stage 2. For that, I repeat once again, please contact the Pathfinder Defense Academy. Thank you.